Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the #2 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Enough for a first down at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry out.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's the spin move. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Defense not pressing this time. Quick pass.
Block.
But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Oh, we should have got at least 8 yards on that.
For that play, just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball handed off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Takes the football inside the
Keep your block, man.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Thank you.
Here comes a handoff. Fighting off the defender. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the pass is
You got to get out in your route. Oh, crap, man.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Dude, if you hit me and you trying to block it, I'm accepting it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play.
What was that?
What a nice job here by this offensive
We need a
line
temperature test on that.
this 1st down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley. The list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the 1st half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The ball is caught. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Freaking
What a
dick.
clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new...
Plays bottled up.
Scoop and score. Scoop and score. Oh, come
Looks like the defense has
on.
it.
Hey, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer.
Oh, shoot, I don't have my audible set for this freaking formation.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right.
And he getting the fullback hit. He ain't used to handling the ball. He ain't used to handling the rock.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Dude, you giving me a hat on a hat. If I can get through the first.
They'll feed the back again.
I just said it. You giving me a hat on a hat. If I get through the first wave, it's a wrap.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again.
Gotcha.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
They must have thought he saw something.
The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Let's do this.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He's back to throw again on second down. He's escaping the pocket now.
That's my fault.
Caught over the middle. It's Hill. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
He back there running for his life, and I broke contain. Left my man.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Let's go, baby.
Behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think
Way to play behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down. What's that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
We'll look to throw it here on second down.
Pick. Oh.
And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Dang it.
It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter.
Michigan 14, Penn State 0.
The Nittany Lions churn out another first down. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and the ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3?
Oh, you almost got it, Longoria. I knew that was coming.
Strong game by this quarterback.
Just outstanding execution
Oh, I knew that was
by
coming.
this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Oh, man.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tailback takes the handoff again.
Man, y'all cannot. And so we have changed holding from the third quarter to the second quarter.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Buying time, moving to his left.
This is me off.
Throw that one away. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Close to the tight end.
You gotta be.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously, they had an early play there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down
This is
by
well,
the coverage
man.
team.
Deciding to call holding any point. Hunter sucks.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again.
Opposite color. Go up the field.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man.
There you go, Hodges.
Throws it, not complete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Let's go, Davis.
Tight window and picked off.
He didn't see him, Davis. He didn't see you sit there, Davis.
30. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a big 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Just love watching this back line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
And there's the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back.
Ooh, that's a scoop that. I knew he was about to get killed.
No flag brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Quarterback drops back.
Oh, that's mine. Oh my! They wouldn't let us put his hands up.
Quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35.
That pisses me off,
They
man.
stop him, but it's a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he's brought
So I'm
down.
going to fill a hole, man. What is my safety doing?
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some big yards.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pass block, can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Oh, that pisses me off, man. That was a pick.
Explosive plays, Kirk. That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And
Absolute
this
pick.
is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
He clicked off.
The ball up to the 33.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Receiver makes the grab, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's second down after that completion.
Come on, chase it, come on.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Yeah,
Just get rid of it. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the hand.
Left that open when you chased him.
7, and that will move the sticks. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Come on, hurry up. I got a motion.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Nobody open. He just throws it away. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's man. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And he finds his target. He has the first. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they have exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down after the catch.
Dang it, I tried to hurry up, man. They wouldn't let me.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball, be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Out of bounds. Good job.
For a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. This one will be fair caught. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 40. Inside the 20.
Took it to the house.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And a pick.
It took that knee.
Monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there.
Let's go, Carruthers.
That's where the offense will take over.
I see you.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. He's got a man down the middle. They've got him.
Oh, what was that?
Makes a first down at the 41.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And this is dropped.
Yeah, we got that playmaker trap. It ain't happening.
Could not collect it.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this second half because I think it not only do you come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
Fires it to the wideout.
Oh,
Finds a man to the left. Big catch
come on.
downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions pick up enough to get a first down there.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone in that front.
And he's going to
That's a pick. That's a pick. That's a pick.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play.
And he'll loft it to the end zone.
I literally have no idea how he's
Touchdown,
wide
Penn
open.
State. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you
It's
dream about
all
against
the
the
gift
secondary.
from
Let's also give credit to
NCAA.
the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now
I'll
to
be
send
left
this
for
one
most
away.
of them.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. They'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
I will take
It's
3.
exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Wish I had a different default offensive play call now.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The Wolverines come up to the line in a hurry-up. Can he get there on the ground? And he will be stuffed.
Dude, that's a first down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
On their own
He
side,
literally
they're
fell
gonna go
over the.
here on 4th and inches. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's stopped after.
I'll take 4. 35 blocks for him.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Chris, we're starting to see a theme here develop for this offense. They are willing to take chances and go for it on 4th down. That's the 3rd time that they've gone for it, and they've made it all 3 times.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff taken, heads off right tackle. In the clear at the 25. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying
Dang it,
about
man.
the teams and the
Cannot.
offenses that still have backs.
Oh, I wish I had a different player here. He's giving me that.
Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Looking for his back. It's an out route.
Freaking holding again, man.
Out of bounds after an excellent game, but
they do not want me to be great.
This one might be coming back.
Ooh, I don't want this play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Handoff to the back.
Let's go, Kager.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal.
Do what we do. Don't get cute. Don't get cute.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal.
Let's go.
He runs it in for the
Don't
score.
get cute.
Touchdown,
Do what we do.
Michigan. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Gotta put it in the air.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete.
Stay home that time.
He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
He got lucky.
And a big gain moves the ball.
Oh, my God, he got lucky.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job
damn
bringing it in
Armstrong.
for that big gain.
Michigan 38, Penn State 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw again. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, going to heave it downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's
Ooh,
a
I wish
nice
he would've
tackle there by
fumbled.
the senior. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming up, second down and goal. The tight end has got it.
Dude, y'all can't play patty cake.
This offense really clicking. Now the all-important extra point. PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The pocket breaking down. Down he goes.
I saw you cover it.
Here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time
That's
to
my
throw.
fault.
They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15.
Oh, shoot.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running through the tackle. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid
Catch the
to
ball.
let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines
That was
will line up
serious.
to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Hunter comes on and booted away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
You should have fumbled.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Hill.
Yang, that was a horrible angle, Yang.
They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Can't do me like that, Yang.
Throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete.
Why do they keep giving him that?
And a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a game can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw.
Oh, that was mine.
Complete over the middle. Brought down to the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes.
Touchdown, Penn
What
State.
to do with
This
that?
game is far from over. Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out
That's
and back to the
serious.
end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Takes the handoff and he'll head left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Now it's second down here.
We should have this.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Running with purpose. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
Can he make it to the marker? Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Ah, get it to him.
Releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's found some room.
All of a sudden, we can't stop the run.
Down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all, the national championship.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a 1st down.
You gotta be
at the 7. The offense
knitting me.
1st and goal. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in, reclaim the lead here in the 4th quarter? And he drops back in the gun.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was going to run that angle. You ran it all night.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing you the game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Michigan Wolverines.